Well, Donald Trump did it. He's officially bailed. And this actually should come as a no surprise. As many of you know, on Tuesday, August 23rd, that's just coming up next week, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Fox News will be hosting the first presidential debate. It will be the Republican debate. And a lot of folks are really excited to debate the person number one in the polls on the Republican side. That's obviously Donald Trump. This includes people like Vivek, who's got a little bit of a questionable history in terms of how he originally made his money, and he's got some strong arguments for the campaign now. And then you've got folks like Mike Pence, who are like, hey, we did great while we were working together with Trump, but at the end we went in a different path, and since then, I'm better, is basically the argument Pence is trying to make. And really, the question here is, should Donald Trump actually go to the debate? Instead, it looks like he might be doing an interview, potentially live, with Tucker Carlson, which is absolutely, first of all, brilliant for Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is literally giving the middle finger to Fox News after they canned him, and now they're basically suing each other, Tucker for the rest of his contract, Fox News for saying, hey, you can't compete with us, and now you're competing with us. Now you're literally having a potential national attention-grabbing event the same night we're trying to host our event. As a viewer, quite frankly, this is hilarious, and I ship it because it's really entertaining. You could bet the people over at Fox News, though, are ripping their hair out going, what a jerk. This is like the worst thing that could have happened for Fox News. In fact, that's kind of probably Donald Trump's point and Tucker's point, is they're trying to show, hey, don't try to prop anyone up. Fox News, you're trying to prop up DeSantis. Why aren't you propping me up? Oh, it's because I'm buddies with Tucker? I'll go on Tucker's show then. And Fox is like, no, the last thing I wanted you to do. Anywho, Mike Pence has said that he looks forward to debating Trump, even though we know that within the last 24 hours, Donald Trump has told those close to him that he is going to skip the debate in Milwaukee. He has made up his mind. He said that he was polling well ahead of rivals. He said, Reagan didn't do it, and neither did others. People know my record, one of the best ever, so why should I debate? And quite frankly, for Donald Trump, it's probably the right decision. In fact, I remember in politics when I ran for governor, oh boy, it feels like it's been a while now, but when I ran for governor in California and I came in second of the recall candidates, everybody wanted to debate Governor Gavin Newsom because we knew we'd be able to hit him on his weakest points and he would have to stand to defend himself. That's what everybody in a debate wants. The smaller candidates want to hit the bigger candidate where it hurts. So that way they get clipped and they potentially show that their plan is better than the big candidates. Duh. So, as the big candidate, also, duh, why would you go, as they say, fight with pigs? Because when you step into the swine stall, you just end up muddy or something like that. I totally butchered that quote. But the idea is that what's the point? If you're winning in the polls, you could basically only go down in a debate. You could only look like a fool. And you know everybody is going to show up to try to make you look like a fool, even if it's out of context. And given that you're going to have multiple other people asking or finding ways to attack you, and you have just as much time to respond as all of them, there's no way you would have enough time to respond to all of the allegations. Imagine you are up against 5 other people. Everybody has 1 minute to explain their education policy. All the other 5 candidates go first, let's say, and they slam how bad your education policy was and is going to be. Now you have your own 1 minute to respond to 5 minutes worth of attacks. You're basically guaranteed to lose. So, not only is this really entertaining in the whole Tucker versus Fox News debacle, it's also totally expected for the top candidate not to go. And I wouldn't be surprised if other Democratic candidates ended up showing up in debates. Biden wouldn't be there either for the same reason. Realistically, the real debates are going to be once the nominations happen. And we are now actually against the top Republican candidate and the top Democratic candidate. And based on today's polling, that looks like it's going to be Biden versus Trump. That should be really entertaining since it's been about 4 years since they've debated together. Well, 3. Alternatively, there is a chance Biden steps out and you end up getting something like a Gavin Newsom versus either a Trump or a Vivek. Now that would be really interesting as well. Either way, I find it fascinating, and I wanted to bring that update to all of you that this is not a surprise, but I'll tell you, Tuesday is going to be very entertaining. Let's find out what happens on Tuesday. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out the programs on Building Your Wealth link down below with that expiring coupon code tonight, and we'll see you soon. Bye. By the way, Max made me promise to show you this rubber gun. I don't know why. He shouldn't have been playing with it. This is a training tool. It's not a toy. But he turned it into a toy, even though I told him not to. And despite him getting slightly in trouble, he said, "Dad, I'll give it back to you if you tell everybody in your video about it." So I just did. I held up my end of the bargain.